Hello, Kehilat Darchei Tzion, one Erev Shabbat, Parashat Matot-Masei. We're supposed to be finishing Chumash Bamidbar this week, but I want to concentrate on the Haftarah, the second Haftarah of the 3 weeks. Our Haftarah has lots of criticism against Am Yisrael. We're reading in Yirmiyahu Perek Bet, one problem after the other, and then we read in the middle, we see HaKohanim lo amiru ayeh Hashem v'tofesei HaTorah lo yedauni. The Kohanim didn't say, where is Hashem? And the holders of the Torah didn't have the knowledge of Hashem, didn't know Hashem. What does this mean? So Rav Ben Ilau explains in his book on Yirmiyahu that the idea of HaKohanim lo amaru ayeh Hashem, the Kohanim are the educators, according to the Torah. They're supposed to not only work in the Mikdash, but they're also supposed to teach Am Yisrael the Torah. What does it mean to teach the Torah? What does it mean to work in the Mikdash? It's not just to physically bring the korbanot. It's to connect the people to Hashem. And you're supposed to teach them where Hashem is, or raise the question, Ayeh Hashem. And the people are supposed to go on this pursuit, this quest after Hashem. They're supposed to be living a spiritual life. And the Kohanim, the ones that are supposed to be the spiritual leaders, are all connected to the materialistic aspect, to the physical, instead of lifting up the people. They didn't understand. They're doing their job perfectly, maybe on the materialistic level, but they're not taking it to the deeper meaning, what it actually means to be a Kohen. Tofsei HaTorah lo yedauni, teaching the Torah, holding onto the Torah, maybe know every pasuk in the Torah by heart, but they did not connect it to the connection to Hashem. They didn't bring it to a spiritual level. They didn't really have this religious experience while learning Torah. They didn't have the knowledge of Hashem. Harav Ben Ilau in the book connects the word yedauni to a later Perek in Yirmiyahu, Perek Tet, where Yirmiyahu explains that the knowledge of Hashem is supposed to lead to ethical, moral behavior. And the ones holding on the Torah didn't know Hashem, and therefore the knowledge of the Torah did not turn into moral behavior of justice and loving kindness. So we see that the leaders could be going through the motions, be doing the correct things, having the holding on to the Torah, bringing korbanot, maybe even teaching the Torah, but not being connected to the inner meaning of what they're doing. What is the purpose of what they're doing? They're not asking Ayeh Hashem. They're not connecting the Torah to Hashem. It doesn't become the spiritual idea, this concept of what it means to be someone who is a leader of Am Yisrael and the religious leader of Am Yisrael. At the end of the Haftarah, we read a pasuk from Perek Gimel, the next Perek in Yirmiyahu. In order to end the Perek on a positive note, we say, Halo me'ata karat li avi, aluf neorai ata. It says, you've been calling me my father, aluf neorai ata, you are the hero of my youth. Am Yisrael turns to Hashem and calls him with these positive names. But when you read the pasuk in its context, in Perek Gimel, it means the exact opposite. The pasuk comes to say, why only when you're in trouble are you suddenly turning to me and calling me aluf neorai ata? And if this pasuk is not a positive pasuk, why does it appear at the end of the parasha? And I think it's a positive statement. It was said in the wrong way. But also here, if we look to it in depth, we can see the positive aspect. Yes, when Am Yisrael are in trouble, suddenly they remember to call out to Hashem. Suddenly they remember Aluf Neorai Ata, the deep connection, historical connection between Am Yisrael and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Right? They only remember that when they're in trouble. And Hashem says it's not there completely. You don't say it with true faith. But the fact that Am Yisrael know to turn to Hashem and say that statement, they realize what is the correct way that they should be following. They're not doing it. But on the deeper level, they know where they should be. And that in itself is a positive idea. And I think this connects to what we saw before. You have the way things seem, and then you have the deeper meaning of it. The Kohanim seem to be doing the right thing, but they're not. The teachers of the Torah seem to be doing the right thing, but they're not. Am Yisrael seem to be saying the right thing, but they're not. But on a deeper level, the fact that they know that this is what they should be doing is a positive thing. And this leads us, I think, to our times that we can look at things in so many different levels. And the Haftarah tells us, try always looking at the bigger story, at the deeper level of things, not only at how things seem, but for what they really are. Shabbat Shalom.